Another thing that we've already referred to a few times is the fact that PowerShell is modular. The set of commands that you get with PowerShell when you get a Windows product, for example, is a small subset of all of the commands available in PowerShell. When you add things such as Active Directory or Exchange Server, you begin to add larger and larger sets of commands to your PowerShell set of commands. Those commands are not in your PowerShell originally. So as you add things to your computer, as you add software to your computer, particularly Microsoft software, you also add new PowerShell commands. These are modules that are stuck into PowerShell. Now, this is one of the main differences, by the way, between versions 1 and 2 and from 3 on. The way that we added new commands to versions 1 and 2 was completely different from the way that we add new commands in versions 3, 4, and 5. So that's why it's important to have 3 or higher for a class such as this. And it is because of the way that these modules are added to PowerShell. And I'm not going to go into the details right now of how that's done, but I think we will touch on that eventually in the class. But be aware that PowerShell can change, and the commands you have right now are not all the commands that are available to you. If you want to see the commands that you have right now, I'm going to type the word the command get command, and we can list all of the different commands that are available to us in PowerShell right at this moment. And as I said, what you're looking at right now are not all of the possible commands in PowerShell, in your PowerShell. They are all the ones that are built into PowerShell the way that I got it. And that was it. That was the set of commands. That was a lot, by the way. If you compare that to the number of commands you have, let's see, how many commands did we have here? Let's see if we can, 1,577 commands. Now, that's 1,500 commands. Compare that to, let me see here, if I can go to, right here, to the command line. So wait for just a moment for this thing to pop up. Or maybe it did pop up behind the scenes. Yes, it did. Here are the commands built into the command line. Right here. This is all there are. There are certainly not 1,500 of these things. So you can see it's a much, much richer language than the command line. Command line is just a spit in the bucket compared to what you have in PowerShell available to you.